India won the two Test match series 1-0, the ODI series 2-1. In the T20 format, after trailing 2-0, came roaring back to equal the series, and now this match. Overall assessment as the coach of the Indian team of the whole series so far and this match.
Yeah, I mean, I think you run through different formats, so sometimes it's really hard to, I think almost each format in its own way is slightly different. Obviously very pleased with the test match, a little bit disappointed that we couldn't force a result in the second one due to rain and weather, so we lost a few points there, but I thought we played really well to get that result. The one days was good as well. We were looking to try out a few things with the World Cup and the Asia Cup coming up, a couple of big one-day tournaments coming up for us. So, I think the goals of that tournament were slightly different, what we were trying to achieve, and it was glad, I think we learned some good lessons from that one-day series and got the right result. Here as well, I think, we did well, like you said rightly, to come back from 0-2 down, and, but we just couldn't sort of close out the series today. We made a few mistakes, along the way. If you look at all the 5 games, I mean, there were some mistakes that we made in the first couple of games, and even today probably we didn't bat as well as we could have. But that can happen. It's a young team, it's a developing team, so there are going to be times when we're going to have our ups and downs. Of course, we're disappointed. We would have liked to have gotten the right result of this one, and to be able to come from 0-2 down would have been very special. But credit to the West Indies, they are a good T20 side. They're playing in their home conditions. They played particularly well. Good luck to them and well done to them, and a lot of learnings for us.
Hi Rahul, Archan from Cricket 360 here. What were you looking for from a T20 perspective in this series where India didn't get over the line with 2-3 results, and did you get a chance? Did you actually tick mark the things that you were looking for this particular series?
I mean, of course, you get into any series wanting to win it, so that was the first thing that we wanted to do. We didn't tick that off. We didn't tick the fact that we didn't win the series, so that was again a disappointment. But other than that, I mean, obviously there were some young guys that we wanted to trial out and give them an opportunity in the series. We gave a few debuts in the series, as you would have noted. There were other people that we tried out as well in different combinations. So from that perspective, yeah, I think there were some good positives. There were some good tick marks that we got with a couple of performances from some of the players. Some things that we can certainly look forward to the future with a lot of hope.
Thanks, Rahul. What has been noticeable in this T20 is the sort of the exposure of the Indian middle order and the lower middle order, where they have not come through, which could also result in similar situations for the World Cup in India as well. So, are there any points coming out from there?
Not so much about the World Cup in India. I think our one-day team is really different to this one and the squad that we had here. But yeah, I think in terms of the squad that we had here, probably it didn't allow us the flexibility in some ways to be able to change the combinations a little bit. But I think I think going forward, yes, we've got to look at certain areas in which we can get better. Finding depth in our batting has been an area that we're trying to address. We're trying to do as best as we possibly can. But that's certainly an area that we need to look at how we can not weaken our bowling attack but ensure that we have a certain amount of depth in batting that goes a little bit deeper. As these games are going on and scores are becoming bigger and bigger, and as you can look at even the West Indies, I mean, they had Alzari Joseph coming in at number 11, and he can hit a mean ball. So you have sides which have that depth. So obviously we've got some challenges in that front. We need to work on that, and that's certainly something that this series has certainly shown us. That we need to build on that depth. I thought all the 3 guys who made their debuts for us in this series, stood up. Whether it was Yashasvi Jaiswal in that game, in the 4th game, I thought he played a really good innings at the top of the order. Showed his ability. He's shown us what he can do in the IPL, and it was nice for him to be able to replicate that in an international scene. Tilak Verma, I thought, was really good, to come in the middle order, and came in sometimes in quite difficult situations, but every time played with a lot of intent, played very positively, looked to move the game along, fielded brilliantly throughout the series, showed us that he can bowl 1 or 2 overs as well. So really positive signs from Tilak, and to have that kind of left-hander in the middle does make a huge difference against some of the attacks that we are playing against. And then Mukesh as well. I think Mukesh is someone who sort of debuted in all the formats in this series, but I thought he acquitted himself really well. His ability to bowl at the death. Sometimes he was called upon to bowl some really difficult overs against some really big, powerful, hard-hitting batsmen. And I thought he acquitted himself for someone who's just playing his fourth or fifth game. So I think that's, I think there's some real good positives from the guys who made their debuts for us, and something that hopefully they'll take confidence from the series and keep learning as they go forward. They'll be going to Ireland and get a few more opportunities in the T20 format, and then the more opportunities they get to play, I'm sure the better and better they'll get.
You'll be back here in less than a year. The T20 World Cup is in the US and the West Indies. Your thoughts on Lauderhill, this cricket facility, the wicket here, and both the matches were played on the same pitch. Your thoughts of the kind of wicket you have seen here, just an overall assessment.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It was quite a good wicket. I think, to be honest, I think 180. Both, as you could see, both the days 180 and 165. Like I said, we were a bit under par today. We were chased quite easily. Really nice vibe, great atmosphere, lovely fans. People came out and supported. It's always great to come here and play. So can't fault the facilities, can't fault the hospitality. It was terrific. Really lovely to see the fans come out and support us. So yeah, I think it's looking forward to hopefully coming back here and playing in the World Cup.
Cricket, I might come from a different perspective because I'm from Nepal. As you know, in the coming Asia Cup, Nepal will be participating for the first time. So as you are still building your team for the World Cup, how are you looking at that game, and do you plan to try out some new players in that match, or you
No, I think we have a few guys coming back from injury in any case, so we're going to have to give them opportunities to play. So no, I mean, I haven't really thought about the Asia Cup, to be very honest, at this stage. We'll have some time off. We have a camp in Bangalore from the 23rd. So we'll be assembling as a one-day team there. We'll have a week in Bangalore to prepare for the Asia Cup, and we'll take it as it comes. I'll be very honest, I haven't thought about it.
Extra time.
লেটেস্ট নিউজ আর এক্সক্লুসিভ ভিডিওর সঙ্গে আপডেট থাকতে এখনই সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। বেল আইকনে ক্লিক করতে ভুলবেন না যেন।